a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last season's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football Chris Brown, doing as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. You stop at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball at the 34. The Ducks toss it to the line to run the hurry up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game. Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Looking to throw yet again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught. They will rule that a huge game through the air.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. Start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is all the way over the middle. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. The Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. It's Jones. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
2nd down, looking to throw it. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, I really like the route here, the receiver. In the quick game, it's all about timing. Quarterback this time puts the ball behind him, making it tough for the receiver to get back to make the catch.
The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown!
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Slams right into your wall. They got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Rough start with the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Gives it to the back. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back. Instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
Looking to throw now on first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
2nd down now after the sack. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Oh, it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters in the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
What's this? There's crazy. Then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Breaks an open space. He's starting more. He's still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Receiver. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on the first down. Ducks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ducks.
That's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. There's a handoff. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. So, Cook, as we break through the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It is intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense produces 6 points.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
He manages the footing. The extra point is up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up, just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
First and 10.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive. A big 6. And they recover from that right now. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You've got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Pop over the middle. It's Smith. Tackle made after a big gain.
Gain of 26.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the ball is picked off. A quick spin move. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions to his quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start his defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They really have built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, the quarterback catches a break here. He nearly kills all the momentum on just one play. A drop pick, and you're up by 3 touchdowns. You can bet he's going to be hearing it from the coach when he gets over this.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Breaks an open space.
Another short game for this offense on the ground, and I got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. The receiver makes the pitch. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff one helped him to a 1st down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Pass complete on a crossing route. Oh, the spin move. Tackle was made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
1st down, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's now
2nd down play coming up.
Gaucho, 29 Philly.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he moved the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Could take it all the way. Now the 40. At the 20. At the 10 now. Who's going to take it in? A game-changing play. Touchdown.
Just what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
consistency as good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Breaks free with room to run. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down. And now it's 4th down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing in the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Looking from in deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Notre Dame, 7.
And the Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
Turner choosing to field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? First play of the second half to keep them on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Oh, and he dropped it. Do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up third down.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he hit it just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So fourth down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
On first and 10, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. It's a quick grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush. Sack. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Brings up third down.
Cut it, cut it. Hustle, hustle.
And he'll drop back here on third down. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. That's just some blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
35.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
What are we doing?
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He makes the ground. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walk out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quick throw to the left side. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
You make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a 1st down at the 21.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Throwing for his running back. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense joins the scoring party now.
Great job here by the backer, just moving the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
18. And the Notre Dame offense will take over.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. He dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. They gave him a completion, but not many yards.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking for the wideout. Can't hold on. Defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, you put so much pressure on the defense. If you have enough guys that can cover, quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And that's through the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st down, it's play action. Makes a quick grab. And the tackle is made, and what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They open the 4th by going to the air. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The pass is intercepted. He can go. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. A huge defensive score.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. To get him down, but it's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Brought down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
No, he didn't get there. Tackle short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he try to cut into this lead. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. And this is would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for the passing game.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, last time, went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw, Rick.
He's picked for a third time tonight.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. They keep it going. End zone ahead. No stopping on that one. Touchdown, Ducks.
But they just continue to do everything right.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over.
The Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense makes their way on the field. Play action here on 1st down. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming off.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down, and they pick up the 1st.
And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. A big play for this defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Leaning on the run game here. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to
intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk. But